Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm excited and nervous today. My name's Jade. You are watching How to App on iOS. And today I'm going to attempt to release a cover on DistroKid. And I'm nervous and excited. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into the track. This is Ben Folds 5 cover Smoke by Jade, Starr, DreadCircus featuring Pete Johns.
Leaf by leaf and page by page, throw this book away. All
Oh yeah, man. Caught me a bit off guard there. Tears in the eyes again. I'm super happy with that, man. That's really cool. So, hope you're all doing well today. Welcome aboard to the show. Those in the chat here on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook, hello to you as well. Hope you're having a great day. And I should say hello to everybody in the chat. So, who is here? I saw Gary Hubbs say hello at the beginning, and he's at work, so hello to you, my friend. Russ is here, Tom Rochelle, and the man himself, Pete Johns, is here. Thank you, Pete, so much for your amazing vocals. Killer stuff. Every time I hear it, I get tears in my eyes. I'm super excited about it. Scotty's here as well. Russ, hello to you, my friend. Celine, good to see you too. Anyone that I missed? SM Borthwick, hello. Benedict Stewart, good to see you too, my friend. Welcome along to the show. So I mentioned at the start, this is really scary, man. This is scary. And I should say, let's see, there's some comments here that have been on during that. So Pete says, the piano part in this song is so good and well produced by Jade. Thank you very much. Super happy with it. You know, it's rare that you finish something and you just get goosebumps from it. Russ says, doesn't sound like your vocals, Pete. I agree. Sounds like a completely different person. I don't know why that is. I think he was super channeling Ben Folds. I mean, as I said in yesterday's show, we're both massive Ben Folds 5 fans. Like, I think we've both stalked him at his shows. I can say that with confidence. I have myself. I'm kind of stalking him at the moment. Not really stalking. Celine Ellis says, great sound, really well done. SM Borthwick, can't stay tonight. Sorry to say, just stopped by to say hi. Hi and bye. Let me scroll right down to the bottom here. Oops, what's going on Windows? Shut up. Tom Rochelle says, excellent job, both of you. Thank you very much. And Russ says, don't be scared, be proud. I'm proud of the song. What I'm scared of is uploading it to DistroKid. This is the first time I've uploaded a cover. There's a few things I'm not sure of, so hopefully you guys can help me out, because I've gone through the help files and there's a question on here that I'm just dubious of. I think when we get to it, we'll have a discussion live in the chat and see what everyone thinks. The main thing is that I can tell you with this, it does take 14 days from what I have read for this to actually come through on DistroKid, because of all the licensing deals that they have to do, all the little backhanded stuff that I'll be paying $20 Australian for each year to keep this online. It apparently takes 14 days. So hopefully it doesn't get rejected or anything like that. I'm always nervous when you're typing in the details for this kind of stuff. So another reason too that I am excited about this song, I'm actually trying to pursue Ben Folds to come on my show. So hopefully once this is released, maybe I can use this as a bit of leverage. I'm saying this live on a YouTube show, and you know, I'd really love to have him on the show, because during the pandemic, as most of you, well, I'm assuming if you are a fan of his, he was locked down in Sydney and here in Australia, and he was doing these live shows from a hotel room every weekend, just after Pete Johns, most of the time, after Pete's Q&A show on Studio Live Today. Speaking of which, I am drinking my coffee today out of a brand new Studio Live Today mug, and it tastes so much better. Delicious. So thank you, Pete, for the merch that I received yesterday. All right. I would really love to get Ben Folds on the show. I know he's a big name, but you know, I've already had a few big names on the show. I've had Iota, who was in Mad Max, so you know, he's a Hollywood actor. I had Stephen K. Amos on last week. Why not aim high? I reckon it would be really cool to get him on the show and talk about home studio recording and stuff, because he is one of the artists, I know, who is, you know, works a lot by himself, kind of says fuck you to the music industry. He's always been about doing things like that. So hopefully we can maybe use this as leverage with his management team and see if we could possibly get him on. Who knows? Not promising anything, but I will be trying. So there you go. You never know if you don't ask. what I've always said. So this is new for me too, because I'm going to see. Pete says DistroKid took 24 hours to get the one cover I've released out there. That was 2017 though. Well, I'm guessing too, Pete, that it is probably the worst case scenario that they put on their website. So I'm really thankful that you're here for this one question that I'm stumped on for this. So I guess we're going to jump over to DistroKid. This is the first time I've actually jumped over to a computer browser on this show. I'm so used to doing everything on my iPad here. It's going to be interesting. Is there anything to report? So I will let you know before we jump into this. I'm thinking I'm going to bring I was going to do an app review tomorrow, but the way things are panning out, I'm thinking I'm going to do something else, because I am releasing another song tomorrow. It looks like. Let's have a look. I'm actually releasing another song, an original song. So here that is. This is a DreadCircus song. I am actually releasing tomorrow, called It's Over. And so I'm thinking I'm going to do the show tomorrow. And there's a really interesting story behind this song. It was a collaboration with a really close friend of mine, and it was also featured in a horror movie. It was the main soundtrack of a horror movie. And so what I'm going to do is going to show you how the song was made. I'm going to play the horror movie that the song was in, which is only a 12-minute movie. So we're going to do a ride along. And then the song will be released, and then straight after I'll be debuting a premiere video clip, which I finished last night. I've been fucking busy, folks. I'm flat out. And before we jump into, I can let you know, Friday I have a special guest on the show, and he's in the chat right now. His name is Gary Hubbs, and he's got a really cool release happening this week. So we're going to have Gary on the show, and we're going to talk about his music, and we're going to talk a lot about fucking metal, of course. Hello in the chat also to Sion, who has joined us. Hello, my friend. Hello to do I see someone else come in Infarction? Is that how you say it? Infarction. Yeah. Welcome aboard. And Gary Hubbs says, oh snap. So we've got Gary on the show. That's going to be really fun. All right, let's jump in. Let's do this shit. Let's get this bloody thing going. Let's see if I can get my desktop up here. One sec. I'm multi-screening today, so this is new. How do I get rid of that? Man, I don't want notifications on. There we go. That's cool. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. All right, this is the first time I've tried to get a desktop screen on. So here we go. It should be there. There it is. Hello. So, oh look, you can see what's going on there, and there is my single for It's Over, which is being released tomorrow. So you can see that it's already been uploaded to DistroKid straight away, and it's waiting to be processed. It may already be done. Who knows? DistroKid are normally pretty fast for me. So before we get into it, let's talk about DistroKid, because I love them, and they're not sponsoring me, which is a shame. But there is a discount code in the chat, which gives you 7% off. And if you use it to sign up, they kick me a few dollars too. So even though they're not sponsoring me, I love them to death. So I'll tell you a little bit of my journey with digital distribution as well. I was with TuneCore for 5 years. Now, I don't want to shit on TuneCore too much. Let's have a vape before I... In fact, I'm not going to shit on them. I'm just going to tell the facts. So I was with TuneCore for 5 years. Now, and I was young and naive back then. Actually, it was longer than 5 years. I think it was probably closer to 6 or 7. So with TuneCore, when you upload an album, initially it's $29.95 to upload the album. then it's $50 a year, $49.99 each year to renew that album. And as most of you know, I have 5 different bands. So I had FMC up there with an album from FMC. I had 3 DreadCircus albums up there, and I had a Utensils album up there. So, man, it clocked in at, $250 a year to renew those albums. And I was definitely not making enough money back from it. And I'm just going to talk honest like I normally do. There were just no features or anything. So there were no benefits. There was nothing really there that you really got for it. So as soon as DistroKid, I was shown DistroKid, I think it was Pete who pointed me to DistroKid, I immediately transferred everything over. And as you can see here from my DistroKid, I have a crap ton of albums here. Not as many as Pete John's, but I definitely have a few, and they're across many bands, as I say. So I go with the label account. So it works out, so it's $79.99 a year for me. That's US, so it's a little bit more. So it's a bit over $100 for me a year. But I have 5 different bands. That's why I went with the label account, because I have a label, and I put all my different projects on my label, Ridiculosity Records. So I really wanted to make that a main thing. Now, I don't know this for sure. Maybe DistroKid, if they're listening, or in an email next time I chat with them, I will ask, does being a part of the label and paying $79.99 get your song processed faster? Who knows? But my songs seem to be processed within like 6 to 7 hours. So they're pretty quick. Let's have a look. We could have a look and see how the new one's going before we jump in. Okay, it says this single was successfully processed and delivered to stores. So it's already gone, it looks like. So who knows, it's possibly already up there. I haven't checked, but that's nice and cool. But we're not here for that anyway. We are here to upload this cover. Scary stuff. God, I don't know why I'm so nervous about it. All right, so here is your screen. If you've uploaded before, it's pretty standard stuff. It's not too taxing. For some reason, I will be honest, I just get nervous every time I see this screen. I get butterflies, because you're releasing a song, you're releasing an album. It's always exciting when you release something. I think that's more what it is. And I have had a few instances where I've uploaded stuff and it's been rejected, mostly for artwork, because I tend to do gory artwork for some of the metal stuff that I do. So as you can see up the top here, you get your services. You always just leave them all checked. May as well. You're paying for your service. So make sure they're all checked. That's the right thing to do. Unless, I don't know, you don't want your stuff on Napster, which I can't understand why you wouldn't. So in here, you get to choose your number of songs. We're only doing 1, but you can have, and for some reason my drop down box isn't working when I do this. So we're only doing 1 today. I don't know why it's not working on the screen, but that doesn't matter. So, and the artist that we're choosing is DreadCircus, Jade Starr DreadCircus, and you can already see it selected that I'm here on Spotify. So I have a presence already. Apple Music. If you haven't, just choose an original name. Don't go with John Johnson. It's not going to work. Choose something cool. Like the reason I choose Jade Starr DreadCircus, and not just DreadCircus, because DreadCircus is my main thing. So I like having the whole name in there. When I initially released the stuff on TuneCore, it was just DreadCircus. And I actually want my name to be searchable and DreadCircus to be searchable. So I just did, it's a long option, but I like it. I wish there was an easy way, but that is the deal. So release date, we're just going to leave it as today because we want it to be released as soon as possible. Pre-order, no. I've already selected, so Ridiculosity Records is my record label name. That's already pre-filled. Now we're going to bring in the image that I made. And the drop-down box isn't working, unfortunately, so you don't get to see where I have it stored. That's a good thing, actually. I like that. So here is the artwork. And this is a 5000 by 5000 PNG. So I always go over the 3000 by 3000 pixel limit. Like, that is your minimum. And the reason I go over is I've had instances on DistroKid where I've made an image that's 3000 by 3000. And when I've tried to put it in, it said this image isn't big enough. So then I've had to change it to 3001 by 3001. So now I just make it 5000 by 5000 because 5000 by 5000 is the maximum that you can have. So don't go over that or it won't work. You'll get an error message. Yeah, definitely 3000 by 3000, or just to be safe, 3001 by 3001. I don't know. I just like to, just to make sure, because for some reason that message has come up for me. All right. So I'll get some suggestions, I guess, here. So, what genre should we put this in? Because I guess what genre would, I should have a look, shouldn't I? I'll load up. So I'm going to load up Ben Folds and actually see what genre he's under. Ben Folds 5. So I'm doing this on my iPad. And let's see what genre this song is actually under for him, because I may as well copy, I guess. So the song's on whatever, I think. Smoke. There it is. I better turn down the sound in case it starts playing. It doesn't say. Yay. Oh, so it's under alternative. So cool. We're going to put this under alternative. When in Rome, do what the original artist does, yeah, I guess. So let's click alternative. And for a subgenre, I guess I'm going to put rock. Alternative rock, that'll do, I think. Cool. So that is what I am doing there. Now this is where I get nervous. And I'll get your opinion. So as you can see here, it says for cover songs, if your cover, let me move my microphone so I can actually see my my laptop screen. Here we go. If a cover, remix or mashup, if it is a cover, remix or mashup, do not include the original artist's name. So just put in the title of the song that you are covering. But I'm putting this under Jade, Starr, DreadCircus, and I actually want to put Pete's name on it too. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I want to trial, I guess they can only reject it and I can try and put it through again. I want to call this Smoke, and to add a featured artist, you need to put a bracket and in lowercase feet dot. And when you start doing this, you'll see DistroKid's so cool, it puts up this little warning here on how to do it. So as you can see here, example there is the name of the song with a bracket, feet, dot, and the artist's name. So we're going to do Pete Johns, and then close that bracket off. So that's how I want to do it. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm thinking... you know, it's a cover. I just hope what I'm thinking is the only reason I'm nervous about it is because it's a cover. I don't want that to be the thing that knocks it back because it's a cover. But it should be fine. I mean, it says it's okay here. It doesn't specifically say that you can't do it if it's a cover. So that's the way we're going to do it. Thank you, Pete. Pete says, yep, as long as it's in the title field, you'll be golden brown. All right, so that's done. That is the title. I've never done one of these titles with somebody's name, and I've always wanted to have a featured artist in one of my songs. That's really cool. And I couldn't think of a better person to have my first featured artist along with me. So let's choose the file, and this is a WAV file. So you want to make it the highest quality WAV file or an AIF file, highest possible quality it is. And this file is like 70 megabytes. So let's bring that in here. And there it is. You can see it's landed in there now, so that's all good. And the next section here is a songwriter. It says, I wrote this song. No, I didn't. Another artist wrote this song. So I'm going to check that box under there. Now, this is where I'm nervous. And hopefully Pete can help me with this. So it says original artist / songwriter. So am I overcomplicating things? Are they asking for the artist / and the songwriters of the song, or can I just put Ben Folds 5? That's my question. I'm so fucking nervous about it. I know I can put the song in. That's called Smoke. So that's cool. There we go. So that is my question. Is me just putting Ben Folds, or it is a song by Ben Folds 5, so it's not actually Ben Folds. I know the song was written by him and his ex-wife, so I don't know. I'm nervous. So I'm guessing I'll just put in Ben Folds 5. You know, I assume that DistroKid wouldn't expect, you know, your layman musician or, you know, somebody who's never done this before to have to go sift through and find out exactly who the songwriter was. So let me know in the chat if you think I'm doing the right thing. If it's Ben Folds 5, if that's the right thing. Welcome to the chat, Stu Cash, who's just joined us. So I've been thinking about this all night. I had troubles. I had nightmares about this. What would I put? Do I put a stroke in? And then put stroke Ben Folds and his ex-wife's name as it's listed on Wikipedia? I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. The worst they can do is reject it, and then I re-upload it with the correct details. You know, what can you do? So the next few dots down here are, does it have explicit lyrics? No, it doesn't. Is this a radio edit? No, it isn't. Instrumental? No, it's got lyrics. So we'll leave all those. Preview of the clip? Whatever. We'll just let the algorithm do its thing. And 99 cents sounds good to me. What did I do? That's thank you, Tom. I would see, that's cool. Maybe I did that on purpose, because you've got to, and I was almost at the end too. You've got to go back and have a look at it all. Pete says, I just used the artist name for my cover and it went through. Cool. So let's do that. Ben Folds. How do I do that? 5. All right, there we go. Ben Folds 5, Smoke. All good. 99 cents. Now, I'm not selecting any of this stuff as yet. YouTube money. I don't want to get a copyright strike. I don't think I even got a copyright strike for yesterday's video. I'm just going to have a look at that, actually, before I put this through, because that's interesting. I'm opening this up in another browser. Did I get a copyright strike for playing this cover? Yes, I did, folks. I got a copyright claim for playing this song yesterday that me and Pete did. So there you go. That's answered that question. All right. It's all good, Tom. I would have gone back anyway. It's the most important part of actually doing this. I normally do it about 4 times before I upload everything. So the next few things you have to do is you have to select all these boxes. And, you know, I'm not even going to read them because I've done this so many times. I agree. I've read everything. I've read it. I love it. Take my money. Let's do this shit. So as you can see here, the most important bit is cover song licensing. And it says here that DistroKid will make your cover songs you didn't write legal. Mechanical licenses will be secured for you, and original songwriters will be paid 9.1 cents per US sale from your royalties, as mandated by copyright law. So, sorry, as a copyright claim. Yeah, thank you, Celine. I always stuff that up. I always say that. I don't know why. I think I've watched too many YouTube conspiracy channels over the year where they always do it themselves. They're like, the government's stopping me from putting videos up about 5G. I got a copyright strike. And it's not. It's always a copyright claim. And I do the same thing. So why am I taking the piss out of them when I do the same thing? So there we go. it is going to cost $12 to put this up. $12 a year, which is going to work out to be about $20 for me. So that's all good. And it says here up the top, $12 will be billed to my credit card. That's all good. And let's go back and make sure everything's all good. So we have everything selected here. It's a single, yes. Previous release, no. Band name's correct. Everything's good. Release date, nice. Not released before. Album covers looking nice. English language, alternative rock. We have Smoke bracket featuring Pete Johns. The album, the file is in there. That's all good. We tested that because we played it before the show. There's the artist name, all good. Smoke, fantastic. And there's one thing I missed. This track does not sample or remix other artists' recording required. See, I missed that. This is where you go back. Always check it once, check it twice, check it 3 times, and then you're good. 99 cents. All these are good to go. I reckon we're happy to go. I need a vape. I don't know what. Look, I just love the whole process of this, of uploading your song. It's always thrilling. You know, I'm 48 years old. I've been in the industry for over 35 years, and it's still exciting releasing music. So, all right, we're going to hit done and hope everything goes good. Fingers crossed. Go! All right, so the artwork's up. Everything's good there. Yes, Tom Rochelle says, acclaim just means you can't monetize. And I can't monetize anyway because I don't have enough supporters. But that's changing. Enough subs. Speaking of which, if you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. Or there's merch. You can always go to my website at howtoapp.ios.com. And there's DreadCircus merch, and there's MEtheist merch. There's t-shirts and hoodies, and there's heaps of MEtheist stuff if you want to buy that as well. Anyway, that shameless shit's out the way. Shilling, bitch. Yeah. Hey, Thomas Gillane, good to see you. Cover songs, very exciting, I know. And it's going okay. Look at it go, look at it go. It's a bit slow because I think my flatmate is playing some online games. Finishing up. We're done! Awesome. So normally the process is I will receive an email from these guys and I'll check that on my phone now. It normally comes through straight away, letting me know that it's going through the process of being reviewed by the lovely staff over there at DistroKid. And I'll tell you something else about DistroKid too. So Pete showed in his show yesterday about the Wheel of Fortune section in DistroKid. I had a go at it yesterday, and I think I got place 2000 for my MEtheist song. And then I got an email saying that somebody else had spun the same number. So I got bumped and I had to do it again. So I did it again. And then I got about 1200 in the list. And then this morning I got another email saying somebody else had spun the same number. So I've been bumped again. So I spun it again. And I actually got 201 in the playlist. That's pretty cool. I'll take 201. I hope I don't get bumped. So that was pretty exciting. If you've got a small mind like me. Okay, so I just received an email from DistroKid saying that artwork successfully processed. So that's all good. I'm sure I'll get an email shortly saying that the music is fine because I have done my damnedest to get that done. All right, let's scroll down, have a look at this. So we have this is all ready to go. We have our preview link here. Let's open that shit up. And I always love this. Seeing what the algorithm decided to play to choose the music. So it's still having to think about it. It probably hasn't processed the song yet. That's probably why it's taking so long. because it's definitely spinning and thinking about it. It's thinking about it, yeah. Yeah, 201 is like good, but you know, I don't want to get bumped. That would suck if I got bumped. So we'll try refreshing this, see if that works. See if it no, see, it's still processing the song. I'll bet we can have a look over here and look at my music. Stu says, love the cover artwork. Thank you very much. I like it too. Now it's a bit influenced by one of Ben Folds' other albums. So if I have a look, Ben Folds 5. Which one is it? I think it's so it's his self-titled album, I think. Let's click over and look at that. It's this one here. So it's this one. So that was the influence behind it, with the piano keys and the photo of them. So it's definitely not anywhere near the same artwork at all. But yeah, I wanted to do something kind of sort of similar, just to keep the flavor of it all happening. And there it is there. And what I did I used Over to make that. And I really love the lettering too on the paper. I can show you how I did all that too. Let's do that. Let's open up the app and show you how I did that while we're here too. If you haven't seen Over, my actual first episode, I say this all the time, of this series is how I'm. So Over is what I use to make everything. As you can see here, everything I do here is in Over. I love it. I use it with Pixelmator. They're the two things I use combined. And is it this one? It's this one. So I made all this in here, and these are all the layers it took. So I made individual lettering here, and the song title and the piano keys. So that's how I made that and added these. Let's just grab one of them, one of the letters. Let's grab the MO. Select that. So there's two layers of them there to really thicken them up. And how it got that effect, we'll just go back, was with the letters along the bottom here, you can blend them. So I've got like a darkened blend here. So it actually, they look like that, the lettering. And then I just blended them in to the keys. So they look like they're attached to it and sticking up. And I think they have like a shadow. So yeah, they have a shadow down here, a blurred shadow. You can see there. So there's two layers. And that's how I made that. And then how I made the little animated clip, we'll disregard the changes to that, was in another app that I've featured on here, which is Pixeloop. So then I took that photo and put it in Pixeloop, and I added a smoke effect here. And there it is. So I just went into overlays and grabbed a smoke effect down the bottom and added that to make the little sample clip to advertise the song. So that's how I made that. And to actually get the finished artwork, I just took this video and then opened this up in LumaFusion and took a high-res snapshot of this as a still. And then that's how the artwork was made. There you go. And it looks like I've just received an email from DistroKid saying that the artwork is now gone through. So maybe if we go back over here and refresh this, we can see what the preview is. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, come on, man. Maybe we'll try closing it out and have a look. So here it is. let's read what it says. Your files have been successfully processed and your single is in the midst of being transferred to stores. It can take a few days, excluding weekends and all that stuff there. So the artwork's good. Song looks like it's good. Everything looks like it's okay on that kind of thing. The cover license has been paid. So I should check my credit card. I'm sure I've been billed. Let's see how much that worked out to be. I'll check my bank account while we're here. Try and cover everything for you guys so you know exactly what it's costing me in Australian dollars. They haven't billed me yet. Maybe they bill you after it goes through. So there you go. It's going to be, but I worked it out. So it's going to be around $19, something like that. 19 Australian dollars. And I'll have to pay that every year now to keep this up online. So that's cool too. So there you go. That is done. And we're all good to go. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else we need to do today. That's it for the show. I hope this has helped you consider putting up a cover. I'm thinking about putting up another cover as well. I'll show you that before we... Why not just get another copyright claim while I'm here? Fuck it. I try and get all the copyright claims out as much as I can. So we'll do a search for... we'll go into SoundCloud and I'll jump back over to my iPad here. Where are we? So I'm considering uploading another cover. And this one I've actually had on SoundCloud for a little while. No, you don't forfeit royalties. So you make, I think what it say, 91 cents out of, so something like that. You get paid. Oh, that's what we should do too. I wonder if I can set that up now. So I was going to set up Teams as well. So we'll jump back over. We'll do this too. I'm not sure if we can set it up now or we have to wait till the song is actually, let's have a look. It looks like, oh no, so it's here now. So we can do it now. So I can set up my teams and split the money. So we're going to do it this way. I'm going to do an even 50-50 split between me and Pete for this song because he was so kind to do all the lead vocals. And so this little thing here, I need to just make sure I know which email address Pete is using. If you're still here, Pete, can you message me on Messenger which email you use? I'm actually not sure. Or maybe you're like in here. So this is how you set up the split of the royalties for the song. So the way it works too is if you watch Pete's show yesterday, he did a show on it. If somebody's already connected to DistroKid and you've got their email address, you just put their email address, it sends them an email. There's the one. Thank you very much, Pete, for doing that. And they'll get an email and then they'll confirm it. And it comes, they'll get a code as well. And that should set up Pete getting 50% of the takings. If you don't, if the other person doesn't have a DistroKid account, you can send them an email anyway, and it will offer them a discount. Is it 50%, Pete? I think it is. Does it say it here? Doesn't say it there. I think it is about half price. So it'll knock, 50% discount off you joining up with DistroKid. So we'll hit next. I've got to be over on my browser. Oh, this is also new. All right, so here we are. I'm getting 100% of all those massive royalties. I'm going to be so rich. Not. And I want to add a new team member. So let's just select this first. So we want to go, for me, I want to go 50% and Pete 50%. And we want, whoops, no capital letter. Jeez. Sorry, I'm trying to write with my iPhone in my hand. So stupid. Pete at Studio Live Today. .com. Make sure I've spelt it right. God, again, you know what? I forget my glasses every episode. There we go. Pete at studiolivetoday.com. That looks like it's all good. I'm just triple checking. Cool. So we'll hit review changes. And there you go. There's a screen, tells us the breakdown of how much we'll both be getting from this, which hopefully it's something. Hopefully the song does okay, because hey, it's not a bad cover, and it's a great song. And so hit save changes. Oh yeah, I've got to put in my password. Damn, we'll just scoot over here for a minute. And while we're doing that, I'll play you this. This is the other cover that I'm considering uploading next. So this is a Faith No More song. So I'll play you this. Yeah, I'm married to Scarecrow. I hate you. Talking to myself. Everybody's staring at me. I'm only bleeding, yeah. Somebody taps me on the shoulder every 5 minutes. Nobody speaks English anymore. Anybody tell me I was getting stupider? I hate you. Talking to myself. You feel it after a while. You take a beating, yeah. Anyway, there you go. So I've done my password now. So I'm thinking about releasing that. I've actually done, I'll let you know, for my album release that I'm doing, I've actually recorded 16 covers. It was going to be like a bonus EP with already 22 song album. And all the songs have been made using only GarageBand and only virtual instruments. So that was made only with virtual instruments as well. So that's all done. As you can see, I've entered my password. This has been sent to Pete. So the teams have been saved. He's emailed. All's good. It's gone to Pete now. And all he has to do is agree to it. And we are all good to go. And it's pretty easy, yeah? I'm not so nervous now. Although I still have that sinking feeling that something's going to go wrong and they're going to send me a message saying, you fucked up, dickhead. All right, but, you know, whatever. We can fix it if that happens. Think positive. It all should be good. So, all good. There we go. I hope this has been helpful for you all and you're all inspired to maybe release a cover. If you got the money to do so, if you got the passion to do so, and it could, you know, also help your career. Think about how many bands have released like mock versions or covers of songs, and it's push them into like the stratosphere. You never know these things, so you never know unless you give it a go. All right, that'll be it for today. Tomorrow it looks like we'll be back, and let's do my release for my new single It's Over tomorrow. That will be the show. We'll be going through the movie behind it. We'll show how all of it was made, tell the whole story, and it should be really cool. So tomorrow, and then we'll have a premiere straight after tomorrow with the video clip for my new DreadCircus single. So I'm going to have 2 singles released in 1 week. Very exciting stuff. There we go. Thank you very much, as usual, everybody, for hanging out today. Hope everything's this has helped you out. Hit like if it has. Let me know that these videos are doing good. Thank you, as always, for all your support. If you are watching on the replay, you will be seeing some buttons pop up on your screen right now with a subscribe, and with a playlist of all the videos, which are 109 videos now. You can also check out this other episodes at howtoappios.com. Everybody, have a fantastic day. Keep creating and do what makes you happy. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios.